It sounds kind of like a biological paradox, doesn't it? On one hand, you're turning your body into this absolute fat-burning machine, just tapping into deep energy reserves. But on the other, you might silently be forcing your own skeleton to surrender its calcium just to balance your blood chemistry. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to uncover exactly how and why this happens.
Hello and welcome. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this structured, evidence-based journey into your body's metabolic chemistry. We're going to break down the actual science behind the ketogenic diet. We'll look directly at the data, the physiological hurdles, and the wild biological optimizations that are possible when you completely alter your body's primary fuel source.
Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start by demystifying the ketogenic diet, figure out how to survive the keto flu, explore the acid-base balancing act, look at intermittent fasting and keto, dive into athletics and weight loss, and finally ask, is keto right for you?
All right, let's jump right into part 1, demystifying the ketogenic diet.
Okay, so let's set the baseline by defining exactly what happens at a cellular level when you drastically restrict your carbs. To really understand this diet, we've got to ground ourselves in the science. The whole foundation here is a state called nutritional ketosis. See, when you cut out carbohydrates, you're essentially mimicking a state of starvation. Your liver responds to this lack of glucose by synthesizing ketone bodies. These are compounds with super long names like beta-hydroxybutyrate and acetoacetate, but you just need to know that these become your body's brand new alternative fuel source.
Think of your body kind of like a hybrid engine, right? In a standard metabolic state, your body relies on glucose. It's like quick-burning kindling. It flares up fast, gives you immediate energy, but then it burns out quickly. But in nutritional ketosis, your engine switches to deep storage fuel. It actually mobilizes fatty acids directly from your adipose tissue, which is your body fat, and sends them to the liver to generate those ketones we just talked about. You are fundamentally changing the fuel that powers every single cell in your body.
So that brings us to part 2, surviving the keto flu.
Now, changing your internal engine doesn't happen without a few sputters. If you've ever tried this diet and felt just absolutely awful during that first week, I want to validate your experience right here, right now. The keto flu is a very real, scientifically documented thing. Usually hitting within 2 to 3 days of starting out, people report symptoms like intense fatigue, brain fog, bad breath, muscle cramps, and even digestive issues. Your body is just desperately searching for the glucose it's used to.
And listen, this isn't a lack of willpower on your part. It's actually a totally predictable mechanical reaction. Here's what's happening. When your carbs drop abruptly, step 2 kicks in. Your body flushes out water and vital electrolytes in a process called natriuresis. This leads to lower blood volume or hypovolemia, which is exactly what causes that lightheaded feeling. Combine that massive electrolyte loss with your brain temporarily lacking its usual glucose supply. Well, yeah, of course you're going to feel lethargic and cramp up.
Moving on to part 3. The acid-base balancing act.
There's a deeper, kind of hidden internal challenge happening here way beyond just those initial flu symptoms. The crucial thing to understand is that ketone bodies are inherently acidic. When your liver pumps them out in high quantities, they actually increase your systemic acid load. Now, usually your body has natural buffers to handle this, but if ketone production outpaces those buffers, you can enter a state of mild metabolic acidosis. And here's the crazy part. To buffer that excess acid, your skeleton literally serves as a backup reservoir of alkaline minerals. Calcium can be pulled directly out of your bones to neutralize the acid. Over time, that can potentially lead to bone demineralization.
Fortunately, we can actually solve this using targeted, evidence-based nutrition. Take a look at this. Introducing alkalizing salts like sodium bicarbonate and potassium citrate actively neutralizes that excess acidity, which preserves your bone health. And meanwhile, magnesium citrate directly supports your muscle function, which completely prevents those dreaded keto flu muscle cramps we were just talking about. Properly managing these specific electrolytes is, quite literally, the secret to safely maintaining this metabolic state.
Next up, part 4. Intermittent fasting and keto.
Once you have your electrolytes balanced and your body is finally fat adopted, things get really interesting. To understand the sheer power of fasting when you stack it with keto, we aren't just looking at some tiny trial here. We are looking at data published in the BMJ, which represents the largest systematic review on intermittent fasting to date. We're talking about 99 clinical trials analyzing over 6,500 participants. That is a massive scale of data, which gives us immense credibility when we look at the outcomes.
And the data reveals a pretty startling outcome.
Alternate day fasting resulted in 1.3 kilograms of greater weight loss compared to just traditional daily calorie restriction. But it wasn't just about the weight. This protocol also led to significant improvements in cholesterol levels, triglycerides, and C-reactive protein, which is a huge indicator of systemic inflammation. Stacking these metabolic triggers basically forces the body into a highly optimized state of repair and fat burning.
Which brings us perfectly to part 5, athletics and weight loss.
But how does this all play out for athletes? Like, can you really perform at a high level without carbohydrates? Well, let's look at a really fascinating 30-day trial on semi-professional soccer players. Over those 4 weeks of strict adherence, you can see their blood ketone levels steadily rising and then stabilizing. It takes time for the body to upregulate the enzymes necessary to efficiently burn fat for high-level athletic performance. But, as you can see, by weeks 3 and 4, their metabolic engines were fully adapted to this new fuel source.
And the body composition results? Just incredible. Compared to a standard Western diet, the athletes on the ketogenic diet experienced significantly greater decreases across the board. They lost more overall body fat, more visceral adipose tissue, which, by the way, is that dangerous fat stored around your organs, and they saw a greater reduction in waist circumference. But here's the absolute most important takeaway for athletes. Throughout this entire 30-day period of significant fat loss, their quadriceps muscle area and their maximal strength were completely maintained. They lost the fat, but they kept the power.
Finally, we arrive at part 6. Is keto right for you? Look, this all sounds incredibly compelling, right? But we really have to guide our journey to one final critical question. In this explainer, it is my job to impartially report on the safety data too. This metabolic shift is powerful, yes, but it is definitely not for everyone. Looking clearly at the clinical literature, there are major contraindications. For instance, individuals with chronic kidney disease should absolutely avoid it because the diet can exacerbate kidney damage. Similarly, patients taking specific diabetes medications, like SGLT2 inhibitors, face severe risks, like euglycemic diabetic ketoacidosis. So always look at the clinical tables and consult a physician, because altering your metabolic chemistry is serious business. We've journeyed through the mechanics of fat adaptation, the very real hurdle of the keto flu, that silent tightrope of acid-base balance, and the undeniable clinical data on fat loss and performance. You now understand the actual science behind the diet, way beyond the internet hype. So I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. With the sheer power to fundamentally alter your metabolic chemistry, burn pure fat, and potentially deplete your electrolytes, is your body truly ready for this shift? Keep learning, stay curious, and thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.